There are two main problems faced by people when establishing an online shopping store. Problem number one, they don't possess the technical skills to build an online store. But this problem can be covered easily by most of the instant e-commerce software available, so it's just a matter of who you pay for the service. On the other hand, there is a group of people who passed through the first problem, but they stumbled upon another, bigger problem, which is traffic. That is problem number two. Building an online store is not a big problem if you've chosen the right platform to start with. However, traffic isn't a problem that can be solved easily with money. Without traffic, it'll be hard for you to see your first sale coming in. Moreover, there are millions of active merchants selling on the internet every day. It will be difficult for you to get noticed by your prospects without a proper approach. If traffic is a struggle for you, you can sit back and relax now, because I've come out with an instant solution called Shopify Traffic. This is a full-fledged training course that teaches you how to utilize social media, such as Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, to grow organic traffic. Also, I'll walk you through lessons on recruiting affiliates to promote for you, using Shopify apps to generate mobile traffic, optimizing your Shopify store for more sales, and so much more waiting for you inside. Instead of figuring it out on your own, you have an instant solution right in front of you. All you need to do is download my blueprint and apply it to your business. These are proven and effective methods. You should be able to see results in a very short time. Click on the button below to secure your instant access.
Thank you for investing your time in this course. My hope is that you'll use it to help you succeed in marketing. Here, you will find innovative ways to generate massive traffic to your websites, increasing your conversion and purchase rate. You can do all of this by implementing video marketing. Video marketing is one of the most effective techniques used to bring a large amount of traffic to your store. In this video, I'm going to lead you through the basics of video marketing techniques. So without further ado, let's begin. I believe that most of you have had the experience of watching a sales video on a sales page, and you know how powerful it is to watch a video on a product you're interested in. People nowadays can get access to content on the internet fast, so it's natural that they want information fast. This is why video marketing works so well. Visuals always work better than text. You can present a long message within just a couple of minutes with video. To further increase the exposure of your services or products, video marketing is a time-tested technique. Internet users watch 4 billion videos per day on YouTube. And that's just one outlet where people are seeing sales videos. People are naturally more inclined to watch videos than to read content. So why tell them about your product when you can show them? Showing a short video creates a greater impact with your customers than presenting long text because people can get a clearer idea of what your service or products will be like through visual demonstration. Because it's more engaging and user-friendly, watching videos is an easier and more enjoyable way to digest information. Before you start your production, the first thing that you should do is decide on the type of video you want to create. There are several types of videos for you to consider. First, you can create a screencast or video screen capture. This can be used to demonstrate a product, and you can do this by recording your computer screen showing the product, and at the same time, screen capture software can record you verbally discussing the product. Or you can make it an on-screen tutorial to walk your audience through how to use a particular product. This type of video is very effective for demonstration purposes because users get to watch how something works step by step on screen. If your product is something that requires a showcase, screencast is what you'll need. The recommended software to use for video screen capture is Camtasia. The second type is PowerPoint or Keynote slides. This is where you deliver your message to your viewers through PowerPoint or Keynote presentation slides as you narrate. This type of video is extremely effective if you have a really long topic to share. You can even make it a series of videos to share with them every week or month. Next is a talking head video. This type of video is very good for personal branding because the audience will see what you look like and how you interact with them. Instead of putting yourself in the video, you can interview someone to endorse your services or upcoming product launch. Apart from this, you can interview customers to get their testimonials. It's much more effective than talking about how good your product is all by yourself. Next, you can choose to put the video live on the internet, which is called live stream or webcasting. Go to livestream.com or ustream.tv and you can record live video of yourself or an interview with experts online. If you're not too excited about appearing in person, you can use animation as a substitution. There's plenty of software available online that could make your work easier, such as VideoMaker FX. It's a great way to easily create an animated video. You don't need extensive knowledge in animation to create one with the software. After you've created your videos, you need to put them where they can do the most good for your marketing. I suggest uploading your videos to YouTube or Facebook. YouTube and Facebook are the most prominent social media platforms on the internet for watching videos. If you've decided to implement video marketing, YouTube and Facebook are the two platforms that you should definitely use. Also, you want to make sure to always link your videos to your online store. Video marketing is becoming increasingly popular, which is why you should use it. However, we must think ahead to the worst case scenario that could happen if the video does not drive traffic to your site. This can happen if your video does not have a high viewership rate, but this can be solved by using Google AdWords. Google AdWords is a popular and effective paid advertising platform. With a huge number of users, Google is indeed the most recognized ad platform in the world. More than half of the world's population uses Google search engine daily, so using AdWords can double or even triple the traffic to your site. One feature of using Google AdWords is that it strengthens your SEO, which is search engine optimization. You will need to learn about the most searched keywords in your niches in order to get a good search result. With Google AdWords, your budget is fully under your control. You get to set your own daily budget for your advertising campaign. To start an advertising campaign with Google AdWords, you just need to follow 5 simple steps. First, you need to create your own AdWords account. Don't worry, it's free of charge. In addition, the sign-up process is very simple. You only need to enter in your email address and password, and Google will automatically fill in the other fields for you if you are already a Google user. In just a few minutes, you can be up and running. The next step, you'll choose Video Campaign. Google AdWords is not only for video marketing. If you have your own website and you want it to be at the top of Google search engine results, you can place ad bids here for that as well. I'm not going to go further into depth on this because it's a topic for another video. After you've picked Video Campaign, you'll be directed to another page where you can select your budget. You can set your daily budget or campaign budget based on your financial plan. Let's say the cost per view is 10 cents on average for your video, and you'd like to bid for 100 views per day. Your daily budget will be 10 cents times 100, so in total, $10 per day. Of course, after some time of testing the traffic, you can change your daily budget if you think increasing or decreasing it will help you sell your product. Next, you get to choose the delivery method. You'll need to choose the network, YouTube search page, YouTube videos advertisement, or video on Google partner sites, apps, and display network. You can click every box there if you wish. And then, choose the locations you want your video ad to be shown and the languages your target audience speaks. Under the advanced settings, you can schedule your start date, end date, and ad scheduling. It is better to have an end date just in case you forget to end the campaign. You don't want to keep getting charged for no reason. The next step is to choose the type of advertisement you want for your video. There are 2 types of video ads, the in-stream and in-display video. The in-stream video ad plays before another video on YouTube. Viewers can choose to skip your ad after a few seconds, and you only pay if a viewer watches for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. On the other hand, if you choose the in-display video ad, it requires you to upload an image and add some text. This ad will show differently depending on where on YouTube it appears. It will either show up in the search results page, YouTube-related videos as a YouTube overlay, or on partner websites. You pay only when someone clicks your ad to view your video. The ultimate goal of bidding on keywords is to move your video to the top of the ad rank. This is how competition works in AdWords. The higher your rank is, the better exposure your site gets. Ad rank is decided by Google, and determines the placement of your ads. You might be wondering how this thing actually works. Well, I'll talk about that now. One of the factors that affects your ad rank is the amount of your bid. Every user gets to choose how much they want to bid. However, it's not only based on how much you bid. If you think that the higher bidder always gets a higher rank, then you're wrong. Besides looking at the daily budget you've set for the video, Google also looks at the quality of your video. Now, you may be wondering how to get a higher rank. Google wants to show only relevant videos to their users and avoid advertisers that simply buy the ad space but only provide irrelevant ads. So here's how you can move your video up to the top in ad rank. Follow this ad rank formula, which consists of 3 elements. If you can do these things, you're going to get yourself to the top. The first element is your bid. In this bidding competition, you are competing with millions of advertisers all around the world. This is not a small number, so make sure you calculate your own financial budget before you put in your bid amount and get a feel for what other people are bidding. Your bid needs to be competitive with theirs. The second element is the relevancy of your video. Google will analyze the relevancy by comparing it to the language on your site. The language on your site has to be closely related to the headline and text from your video. This once again proves how important it is to choose your keywords wisely. They need to be relevant to your niche. Google will then determine how well your video ranks. The final element for ad rank is performance factors, such as view rates. Google will evaluate your videos with the keywords you've set and calculate the expected view rates of your video. This is not something we can predict because it's determined by Google's algorithms. Hi and welcome. In this video, I will reveal to you all the secrets of using search engine optimization to generate a massive amount of traffic to your site. If you are able to master this skill to make your store more SEO friendly, you won't need any other technique to generate traffic. As you already know, SEO is the most powerful technique internet marketers are using to boost website visibility. You may already know how powerful it is, but you might be wondering how to do it. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you the secrets of optimizing the SEO of your store. Before we get in any further in depth, we must first understand the basics of SEO. For everyone's benefit, let's refresh our minds on the concept of SEO. SEO is the process of affecting the visibility of a website in search engines. The better you optimize your store with SEO, the higher the visibility of your store on search results pages. This may sound difficult for some of you because you are competing with an enormous number of internet users around the world. However, if you play the right card at the right time, succeeding with SEO is not as hard as you might imagine. SEO links all the sites with similar keywords together to make them searchable online. When someone searches the term piano, everything related to piano will show up on the results page. When your store is SEO friendly, you can increase the exposure of your store on search results. You will buy a domain name with the keywords you want in it, and then when someone looks for that certain keyword, your site will pop up in the search results. This is how SEO works. It is all about keywords. You're going to play with keywords to increase your site's exposure. What's next after increasing exposure? The traffic to your site will increase as well, provided you have a really good keyword. When you have a really competent keyword in your niche, the rate of your site showing in the search results page is higher. Thus, you are going to see traffic increase over the long run. You have to be patient with SEO. It's a long-term investment. It might not show you instant results, but in the long run, SEO is definitely the best thing for providing your business exposure. When you have increased traffic to your site, you will certainly increase your mailing list. A mailing list is one of the most valuable assets for a marketer because the bigger the mailing list, the higher chance you'll get more sales from a product launch. The same thing applies if you have a lot of subscribers to your newsletter. It gives you the opportunity to get more sales from a product launch. Here's a tip for you. When the traffic to your site increases with a good SEO plan, direct them to a squeeze page to collect their email address and name to grow your mailing list first. Most store owners do not know how much money they have left behind by not collecting email addresses first. Let's talk about criteria for a keyword search. In order to get a good result in SEO, keywords play a vital role. You need to use the right keyword for the search engine to drive users to your site. There is no right or wrong answer for this part. It all depends on your niche. First, of course, the keyword has to be relevant to your content. You don't want to use a keyword that is not related to your site because you don't want to be looked at as a spammer. This is the most essential factor that search engines take into account when they evaluate sites. The worst case of using a wrong keyword is you could be penalized by the search engine and forced to take down your site. Next is to determine the terms or phrases searched in major engines. Most of these keywords are highly competitive, as many of the other companies all want to claim ownership over major keywords. This kind of keyword will usually require a higher price to start with. You might want to avoid these, especially when you first begin. Google provides a service named Keyword Traffic Estimator. It's a tool that tells you how many times a certain keyword is searched online. If you have a large enough budget, go for it. If you do not wish to wait a long time, as I said, SEO can be a time-consuming process. You can buy a sample campaign from Google AdWords. Look within your niche, list out all the potential keywords, and then you can delete the ones that don't fit that criteria. Once you've decided on the keyword, buy the domain name and the keyword from any search engine. You'll see traffic will start coming into your site pretty soon. Now, let's discuss Google AdWords. Google is the most recognized paid advertising platform in the world, with a huge number of users. In fact, Google has 86% of the search engine market. More than half of the world's population goes to Google's search engine first before anything else. As mentioned, Google AdWords advertises with SEO. And now you know how to research keywords. Optimize your store and buy the advertising campaign with Google AdWords to boost your ad rank on the search engine. Last but not least, the budget you are going to spend for Google AdWords is fully under your control. You may have thought that advertising with Google is a huge expense for you, but it's not. You get to set your own daily budget for the advertising campaign. To give you a clearer picture on how exactly Google AdWords works, I'll walk you through what Google AdWords can do for you now. First, it makes your page stand out in search results. Now you know how Google AdWords functions and how efficient it is to bring massive traffic to your site. Of course, you know that good things never come for free. You will pay Google a fee based on your bid amount every time someone clicks on your ad. You need not worry that Google will simply charge you for occupying their ad space. You will only pay when someone clicks on the link to your store. Other than appearing on the top or side of the first search result page, Google does advertise on other people's websites as well. You can buy banner advertising on popular pages from Google, and you don't need to worry about getting permission from the site owner. Google already did that for you. To start the advertising campaign with Google AdWords, you just need to follow 3 simple steps. First, create your own AdWords account. And don't worry, this is free of charge, and the process is quite simple. You only need to put in your email address and your password. Google will automatically fill in the other fields if you are already a Google user. In just a few minutes, you'll be up and running. Next step, you will choose the keywords for your site. Make sure the keywords are appropriate for your site. The final step is to set your daily budget based on your financial plan. Let's say the pay-per-click is 10 cents on average for a particular keyword, and you would like to bid for 100 clicks per day. Your daily budget will be 10 cents times 100, so in total, $10 a day. Different keywords may have different starting bids. Of course, after testing the traffic your keyword generates over a few weeks or months, you can increase the bid if you think it will give you more traffic. The ultimate goal of doing all this bidding is to move your site to the top of the ad rank. This is what competition is in AdWords. The higher your ad rank is, the better exposure your site will get. Ad rank is used by Google to determine the placement of your ads. You might be wondering how this actually works. Well, I'll reveal that to you now. One of the factors that affects your ad rank is the auction for clicks, which is how much you bid on the keyword. Every user gets to choose how much to bid on the same keyword. However, your ad rank is not only based on how much you've bid. If you think that the higher bidder gets a higher rank, you're wrong. Besides looking at the daily budget you've set, Google also looks at the quality of the sites as well to make ad rank decisions. Now, you may be wondering how you might get a higher rank. First, you must understand how Google sets standards for every site. Google only wants to show relevant sites in their search engine and avoid advertisers with money to simply purchase ads if their ads are irrelevant. You can move your site up to the top in ad rank if you follow this ad rank formula, which consists of 5 elements. If you manage to master the skills to maximize these 5 elements, you're going to get yourself up to the top of the ad rank. The first element is the bid for the keyword. You're competing with millions of advertisers all around the world, so make sure you do keyword research beforehand. You wouldn't want to bid on an irrelevant keyword for nothing. The second element is the expected click-through rate. And this is not something that we could predict because it's fully determined by Google based on their own prediction of how many people will click on your ad. For your information, Google actually asks feedback from their users from time to time by allowing them to vote for their clicks. Based on this result, Google will then evaluate the traffic they think will get sent to your site. This is not under your control. However, you can increase your click-through rate by choosing the right keywords. The next element is landing page experience. Google emphasizes this because your landing page determines if your site matches the keywords you choose. If your landing page contains relevant and original content, is easy to navigate, and the transparency of your business is high, Google is more likely to rate your store high. Other than this, Google analyzes the relevancy of a site by reading the site content. And once again, this proves to us how important it is to pick the right keyword according to your niche. It will determine how well your site will be ranked. The final element for ad rank is the ad format. Ad format is the way you present your site in the search engine, such as the side links, website's domain, meta descriptions, and the other headlines. Google will look into all these elements under the ad format category. Optimizing your store is the most direct way to increase traffic to your store. Why is this so? You must be wondering why changing just a few words and settings on your site generates more traffic. Well, this is closely related to the search engine optimization, which I'm not going to go through the full details here because it's a pretty large topic. But when you optimize your store to be SEO friendly, your store is more likely to show up on search results when people are looking for certain keywords. And this is why optimizing your store is important. So let's begin. As I've mentioned, optimizing your store can increase your ad rank in search engines. For instance, when people are looking for the keyword Shopify on Google, the first page that shows up on the search results page is Shopify. So the ad rank of Shopify is first. As the ad rank of your store increases, it increases the traffic to your store as well. When you improve your store's visibility and make it easy for potential customers to access your service, the traffic to your store is boosted. And this increases your profits as well. As you can see, these reasons are all tied closely to each other. Optimizing your store can actually lead to a better ad rank, better quality of traffic, which leads to better profits as well. So why wait for traffic when you can actually make it happen? There is no one-size-fits-all strategy to optimizing your online store because different types of stores require different methods. You need to have a few strategically planned methods to improving your web presence. I've listed out a few methods that will help you optimize your Shopify store and achieve higher ranking and more traffic, and they are: write unique contents, configure your website settings, search engine optimization, and give out promotional codes. Let's have a look at each method one by one. First things first, you will need to write unique content for your store. However, before you can even start with writing content, you will need to research the keywords that you're going to use for your store. For instance, if you're selling watches on Shopify, look for a keyword that could represent your store. Fully utilize Google AdWords to look for a profitable keyword. Once you've found the keyword for your store, start writing content. And always remember, do not duplicate content from other sites. It's important that you write everything from scratch. Only original content will increase the ad rank. Every time you write for your store, try to use different keywords. When you expand the range of your keywords, the visibility of your store also expands because your store is more likely to appear on search results when you have a variety of keywords. The content on your store is not limited to the product description. It can also include blog posts, reviews, social proof, information about your upcoming promotions, social media updates, and so on. Generate content regularly and provide fresh content to satisfy the search engines as well as your regular customers. You definitely don't want people to always see the same page over and over again when they go to your store. Also, including your clients' testimonials is good social proof for your store. When someone else is commenting on your products and giving good reviews, it creates a huge impact on your readers. So, including clients' testimonials is a good method of optimizing your store as well. Let's move on to the next method, configuring your website settings. This may require a little bit of technical acumen, as you will need to ensure that the page loading speed is fast. The page loading speed of your website can have a tremendous effect on its ability to convert visitors. It has often been observed that visitors will actually exit the store if the site loads too slowly. Speed is everything these days. People expect things to be fast. Therefore, make sure to optimize the speed of your store as well. If you do not know how to do this, you could contact your web host, in this case Shopify, to solve the problem. And then, make sure to link to the product page from your home page. This is a major problem for most people out there, especially those who are new to this business. They often forget to link the product page to the home page. This could cause a bad web experience for the visitors, which will lead to a bad impression and give you a bad reputation. Search engine optimization is something I've mentioned from the beginning, and I'll only touch on the basics of SEO here because this topic deserves a whole chapter to explain. As some of you may know, SEO is all about keywords. Therefore, look for different keywords to put on your store. Optimize the images of your store. Did you know that you can actually search the name of an image through the search engines? How you name the images on your store can actually help you increase your SEO as well. Last, optimize the anchor text on your store. You can easily enhance the visibility of your store by adding keywords to the internal links. Instead of simply writing, "click here," choose something interesting and catchy. You can even include keyword-rich links and link similar products together. It functions just like a hashtag. You can give out promotional codes to optimize your store as well. Simply drop an email or private message to your potential customers about this upcoming promotion. When you conduct an event on your store, you could actually optimize and run ad campaigns for the event. This can increase the visibility of your store as well. You can hold events on your store occasionally, such as a Christmas sale or a Valentine's sale. According to research, people are more likely to spend on special occasions than on normal days, so don't miss those chances to boost your traffic and sales by conducting your own promotional events. Pinterest, unlike some of the other emerging social networks, is something marketers need to take more seriously. Did you know that Pinterest drives more traffic to individual blogs and websites than YouTube, Google+, and LinkedIn combined? People are naturally drawn to attractive, magazine-quality images. Information can be processed very quickly when it's seen as an image or picture, and Pinterest makes it possible to leverage beautiful, shareable images to drive more traffic to your site. It's also a powerful way for users to discover things which they might not expect to find. It's become a visual search engine for products and can link items together based on how they've been previously pinned or searched. Optimizing your pin descriptions can have a dramatic effect on Pinterest search impressions. Try to anticipate what pinners might be looking for and include these terms in your pin descriptions. Make sure the description also includes any other important details about the pin. Your description has to encourage pinners to engage with your pin and eventually visit your site. Keep in mind that pins with generic, keyword-stuffed descriptions are put-offs and may be demoted in search. You need to be careful on tagging issues. There is really no reason to tag all your friends every time you post a pin. It would be pretty annoying if you do so and might cause some traffic loss. However, if a pin reminds you of someone, or if you want to give credit to a particular pinner, do tag them. The person being tagged will more likely share your pin, which helps to get your brand on other people's radars. In order to have your boards surface on Pinterest's board search, use meaningful names that pinners are likely to search for. You can have a mix of boards with specific names, but don't forget to write compelling and targeted descriptions of your boards too. Also, remember to add to them frequently to keep your followers engaged and to make your boards easier to discover. Next, one of the first things that every business should do once they start their Pinterest account is to add their website to their profile. To add your website, all you need to do is go to Settings and click on Edit Profile. At the bottom, you'll be able to add any website you want. However, I would strongly suggest that you validate your Pinterest account as a business account since you're doing it for your online store. When you validate your business account, your website will receive a check mark next to it to indicate that the website does belong to you. This is really great for brand protection. If you've created a pin and you want to drive traffic back to your site, you can put your website URL in your pin's description. It helps to drive more traffic to your site when people read the description and are able to click on it. However, the website is only clickable on the desktop version of Pinterest, and the URL gets cut short, but it will be in bold when shown on the newsfeed. This can be extremely helpful in attracting more web traffic from people who are using Pinterest for the first time. Other than that, putting your website address inside your pins is a great idea because the more people see your website from your pins, the more they are going to be curious to visit it, which promotes your brand more effectively. Another reason to put your website on your own pins is to protect your brand and visuals. There are people who hijack others' pins and have them redirected to a different site. The only way that Pinterest can know where to find the pin's content is through the website. You can generate traffic for your site by adding a call to action, such as a "check out this page now" in your pin description. With a great and attractive offer, online users will be compelled to click on the link. Pinterest is no doubt a perfect online marketing platform for online businesses. The more followers you have on Pinterest, the greater the reach and effectiveness of your online posts. Thus, you will need to know some tools to get more followers so you can capitalize the most from this social media channel. ViralWoot is a great online resource that you can use to increase Pinterest followers. This online tool allows you to gain tens of thousands of followers with just a matter of minutes. Apart from increasing followers, you can also use the tool to promote Pinterest pins, schedule the pins, create pin alerts, manage and grow multiple accounts, etc. A free trial is available for people to find out how this tool can help to create a strong presence on Pinterest and gain maximum traffic. It only takes one pin to go viral and drive a lot of traffic to your site, so it is important for you to know how to pin it right. First, create beautiful vertical images for both mobile devices and desktops. If you don't optimize your pins for both mobile and desktops, you will lose some great opportunities to gain visibility for your pins. As we all know, mobile usage is very high these days. Your images must also stand out because they are competing with hundreds of other pins every single moment. Every social media platform you use needs to be constantly updated so that people will notice your activeness. Pin consistently, as users who regularly engage with Pinterest and consistently share great images are rewarded with preferential treatment on the feed. Last, as a publisher, you can encourage more pins from your site if you improve social sharing on your own business website. This is especially critical for the mobile version of your site because you cannot hover over an image to pin it to your account on your smartphone like you can do on your desktop. Thus, if adding a pin it to your site can make such a difference, why not do so?